Hey y'all, welcome back to another video of Reactions Middle Me, where if you like, comment, subscribe, or support any type of way you beast, I'll be back again with another video. So mama takes her two daughters to the restaurant to go and eat at Texas Roadhouse, and the younger daughter, who is 6 years old, end up finding staples in her bread. She bites into it and she finds a staple in her bread. We're gonna let them hear what they gotta say, and then we're gonna get into it.
Y'all, so never in a million years would I be thinking that I would be sitting here making this video, but this video is to Texas Roadhouse in Walpole, and this is specifically at the staff Deanna, which is a manager, and then Crystal, who is also a manager, and they worked today, August 27th, at around 7 to 8 p.m. while I was there. But anyways, so everything was fine, and then we got our second batch of bread. We all started eating, nothing was wrong with the first batch, and then boom, my sister until my sister, she's chewing her bread. Usually my mom, she cuts it up, puts the butter on. My sister's 6 years old, so obviously she's not doing that herself. And mid-bite, my sister's like, ow, like there's something hard in here. So my mom takes the bun to inspect it. We open the bun to find staples. We find staples, like, baked into the bread. Like,
yeah, thanks goodness she didn't bite the whole bite.
Right, because that could have been, literally staples could have been in my sister's throat right now. So we didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Obviously mistakes happen. We're just praying to God, like, there's no more staples. We're thanking God that she didn't swallow that part. Luckily she just bit into it and felt the staple. So we grab someone, and we're like, can we just have a manager real quick? A manager comes over, and we're showing her, and mind you, I'm gonna put all the clips in this video. We're showing her this right here. I don't know how it happened, but it's unacceptable. It has us kind of scared to bite into the rest of the bread. Like, I don't know how this could have happened. She takes a look, and there's not even one, but there are several staples in there. There's like a ripped off pack of staples in the bread. So she's like, yeah, this is absolutely unacceptable. I'm gonna go ahead and comp your whole order. This should not have happened. What I'm thinking, like my speculation, is that when the cookers were making the bread, when they opened the bag, the staples from the bag ripped out and fell into the dough. So we're like, yeah, that does seem kind of logical. Or maybe someone was stapling something, they got out and just fell in the dough. She's like, yeah, like I completely agree, but this is a crazy freak accident and we're gonna comp your bill. So everything was fine. A second manager then comes over, and then she's like, so I'm just concerned,
how did the staples get in the bun? How about you tell me? Yeah, how did these fucking staples get in my baby's bun?
And she goes, well, this is a staple-free premise, so we don't have no staples in this building.
But yeah, there's staples on some paperwork at a table right next to us.
Clock it, and I got photos. I'm putting every photo in this. There's literally staples lying right on a desk, right like next to us. Like, you can't lie about that.
Mind you, she tries to ask, did we bring any staples in, or was my little one playing with the machines? Does your machine have staples in it?
Right. Mind you, these are just the things that you put the coin in and get like a little rubber duck from. How would my sister have gotten staples? And if you check the camera, we were running inside because they had texted us to come inside. We were like, oh, let's not waste our time. So we went straight to the reservation desk. My sister did not play with this, touch with this. We literally went straight to be serviced. Like, there was no stopping and picking up staples so that she could put in bread.
What kills me is just, the lack of accountability. We went, we go there all the time. Matter of fact, me and the little one was there 2 days prior. We eat at this restaurant every freaking week.
But let me say, if anybody knows me, they know that Texas Roadhouse is my last name. You can ask how many friends have gone to Texas Roadhouse with me. Everybody knows, like, I've been on that saddle every year for my birthday since I was, like, ordering off the kids menu. Before my mom even allowed me and my friends to order off the adults menu. I've been at Texas Roadhouse. It's not about a free meal. It was just about the lack of accountability. She came over here talking about she's concerned of how the staples got there. Okay, I'm kind of concerned too. And I don't know why you're saying like, oh, well, this is a staple-free premise when we literally have proof of staples. And you guys have stapled things right on your board, like with thumbtacks and everything. So you literally are lying out your teeth.
And then the contradicting statements, because Crystal says that when they're making the bread, that it's possible they ripped the bag open, the packaging of the bread or whatever in the kitchen, and that staples could have got into the bread mix or whatever. But then here comes Deanna saying, yeah, we don't have staples. I mean, so which one is it?
Which one is it? Do y'all bags got staples or do they not? And then, so basically, the check comes and only one meal was comped. We're not mad about paying the bill. We had full intent on coming to pay what we ordered. So it was just like kind of shocking that the first manager, Crystal, had relayed that we were getting a comped meal. This should never have happened. There shouldn't have been no close call like this. Okay, perfect. Like, we're not gonna get up and leave. She said if we still wanted to stay, she was gonna comp our meal. We stayed. It's just an accident. So then we got the bill and only one little meal was comped out. So we grabbed the manager Deanna again and we're like, hey, we're not trying to be, like spiteful, but I'm just confused as to how one manager is telling me that we're getting a comped meal for this, and now it's only one thing that was comped. And Deanna had the nerve to say she doesn't feel comfortable with comping the meal because, for one, my sister wasn't injured by the incident that occurred, or because she knows that there's no staples on the premise.
Well, let's talk about injury. Just because she didn't hurt her tongue right in the moment does not mean an injury didn't occur. What if someone pricked themselves with the staples, got blood on it, and now stuck it in my baby's bun? You tell me, is there going to be an injury?
And why would we come with staples and give it to the 6-year-old out of us three? Out of me, my mom, and my little sister, why would I put staples in the bread that she was gonna eat? If I wanted to get the money, do you think I would give it to her? What? No. And if Deanna, if you have kids, if that was your kid that almost had a staple, do you think that you would be fine with getting told that you don't feel comfortable, or the waitress doesn't feel comfortable with comping your meal? Nah, like, you guys are gonna get held accountable.
And I also get it that, I'm sure restaurants deal with a lot of customers coming in there doing some bogus crap like that. But unfortunately, you do have some actual honest customers who believe in telling the truth. I'm a God-fearing woman, and I don't lie. So just the fact that I was just looking for accountability and a level of respect. It wasn't about a free meal, but just acknowledging, I'm sorry, we don't know how this got in your daughter's bun. We'll make sure it doesn't happen again. And that would have been fine until Deanna came back and kind of took back what we thought we were getting accountability from Crystal. And then now their words are contradicting each other. And that's where it's, now, yes, I was pressuring the meal being free, because honor your word. Be respectful. Honor your word. All you have is your word.
And she said that she's trying to figure out where the staples came from. And I was like, if that's what you're trying to do, I suggest you looking at the cameras to see what happened in the kitchen, because we didn't walk in this freaking building with no staples. Why? Just why? They were at Texas Roadhouse 2 days ago. Like, make it make sense.
I can completely agree. I can understand why they would be upset about not getting their free comp meal at the least, because they didn't get an apology. She did, however, go and file a police report, so we're gonna get. Oh, and then to accuse her and them of being the reason that the staples are baked into the bread, how would they have possibly done?
Hey y'all, so this is a quick update video. I just wanted to post real quick before I make my way into the police station. I do want to let you guys know that all the commentary, all the support, all the reshares have been so greatly appreciated. If it wasn't for you guys, this video wouldn't have been seen. My voice wouldn't have been heard, and the pressure wouldn't have been on. And it's truly thanks to you guys that I got a phone call bright and early this morning from corporate, Texas Roadhouse. They were made aware of the situation, and I gave them all the details. I literally, at the time of the situation, I had my notes app open on my phone. I was documenting everything. Approximately this time, my sister takes a bite into this. At this time, we're greeted by this waitress. At this time, another manager. Like, you know what I mean? I have everything documented. I made sure to record to have our backs, and it's just insane. For one, you're lying straight to our face. You're telling us you have 0 staples. Zero. She was like, there's absolutely no possibility for a staple to have gotten in your bread. Okay, all right, let's just even backtrack from the 0 staples and just like, how is it that you don't have any staples, but we look at your bulletin board and there's things stapled all over that, and then there's an employee onboarding packet directly at the table across from us. Directly. I can't even make this up. I have pictures of it. I don't care if they were looking at me sideways as I took pictures. You're not going to sit here and lie to my face or gaslight me. There's literally staples, and I documented it. Not only that, but the staples, if you guys seen in the video, and I will repost it because I know it was at the end. I should have put it in the beginning. But if you look in the video, if you take a good look at the staples, they are unused. Those staples have not punctured anything. They have not been put in paper. Those staples are in that perfect condition that when you take them out the box, that was not an accident. Like this, there is malicious intent behind this. So I do just want to give you guys this update to let you guys know. I appreciate you guys doing everything on the surface, but best believe I'm working hard beneath the surface. I have filed a complaint with corporate on their website. I've talked to corporate on the phone and filed a complaint. They did offer I think it was a $70 gift card, and they're like, of course you don't have to use it at the same location, you're welcome to take the gift card elsewhere. No, I don't. It's not about the money. It's not. I don't want your food. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to be bought with a petty $70 gift card, babes. My sister's life is on the line. And to give you guys an update on that, my mom and my little sister Yanni are currently at the emergency room to have x-rays performed on Yanni. Just because there was no injury physically at the site does not mean that my sister couldn't have gotten, like, what if someone pricked their finger? What if the metal that had been on that staple had been contaminated or affected before it had reached the bread? There are so many things that both of these managers weren't even considering, and then their stories just weren't even aligning with each other. It was just bogus to me. So I really appreciate you guys being there for me and bringing all the attention to this. Best believe I'm digging deep. Police report, corporate complaint, the Walpearl Board of Health is going to be on their way at 3 p.m. when Texas Roadhouse opens to conduct a full-on investigation, and we're getting the camera footage, because this was not a mistake.
First things first, I'm so glad that she is okay, and that she did not actually swallow it, that she did not actually ingest it, because at the end of the day, anything could have happened to that child. And then for the fact that the managers not to apologize, not to say, I'm so sorry that this happened, I'm so sorry, I hope that we can fix this. A comped meal was the least they could do. For you to sit up there and change up your words also and say, oh, I got to run it past my manager. You didn't tell them people that at the beginning, and you didn't tell them that. You supposed to be a manager. You shouldn't have had to run that through nothing. And y'all should have went on ahead and handled that, because now it's past that and they don't want to talk anymore. Look how many staples is inside this piece of bread right here. And then, like she said, if she wanted the money, why would they give it to the youngest person at the table? knowing how bad this could have turned out. You can't be serious, but they always think people trying to get over on them. There's no excuse. And she showed how many times that they attend like Texas Roadhouse constantly and often. But this is absolutely sad. I'm glad that their daughter is okay and that they didn't have to go through any surgeries or anything that might have been major. But that's the end of this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all next video. Thank y'all for all the love and support. And I will see y'all next video. Peace.